What does it mean to have gratitude? We're going to be looking in and delving into the word gratitude and why I think it's important to always have it. I think it's a key attribute in not only attaining happiness, but pushing yourself as well. So if we're grateful, if we have gratitude, what does that actually mean, right? Well, having gratitude is you are, using the word grateful, you are grateful to have X thing, or you are grateful to be in X position, or you are grateful for things that have happened, right? This is important when looking back at the past, but also in your current situation. So whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, I think it's really important, or at least a new slash key strategy for to do, is to think to yourself, how can I be grateful in the situation? I truly believe there's always a silver lining in every bad situation, right? If you look hard enough, you'll find one. But in terms of everyday life, and let's say you're having a bad day, we always talk about examples on this channel because I think it's important to give while giving a point. And if you're having a bad day and nothing's gone your way, right? It's come up lunchtime. Let's give an example. You've missed your bus. You're late for school slash work. You've slammed your finger in a door. These aren't things that are going to be helpful in your day, right? So obviously your mood may be affected depending on where you are on your emotional scale, right? But in this situation, you have a choice. As most things, you always have a choice in different situations, how to feel and what to do with these feelings, right? It's important to understand that you should be, if you're feeling overwhelmed in this situation because all of these negative emotions have come out and sprouted out of all these events that have happened, think to yourself, right, realistically, do these negative events that are taking up maybe 10 minutes of my day max, should they affect the rest of my day? The obvious answer is no. But how do we get there? How do we get from that mindset of, oh, everything's gone so bad, to snapping out of it and being like, right, everything's actually all right, everything's not too bad? You do this by, in my opinion, being grateful for where you are. Step out of the little zoomed in picture of the day that you have. Take a step back and be like, right, well, I'm X years old. I'm 25 years old, for example. Let's just give an example, and I've, got a university degree if you wanted to get one, and you're working a job that you really like, or you're in university still doing a further education, and you're enjoying it. So why are you letting this one day ruin the rest of your one moment? Sorry, ruin the rest of your day. You're grateful for the opportunities that you've been given so far, right? You're grateful to be in that situation where, yeah, you were late and yeah, you did trap your finger in the door, but you're grateful to be where you are, right? If that was too far-fetched example, I think a better example would be if you're ever feeling lost, if you're ever feeling like the overwhelmed example and lost together, where you don't know what you want to do in life, you're feeling a bit down because you don't have what you want potentially. That feeling of lostness, you don't know what you want, and therefore you don't have what you want. And so if you're feeling this feeling, look around you. Be grateful. Do you have hot water? Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have a bed to sleep in? This is the very basic physical items that you can have. But they're necessities, right? If you have a roof over your head and you have a bed, most likely you're sleeping well and you're in a well-developed country. To add on to that, yeah, you have internet and you have hot water, like I said, and a well-insulated house. You're in the top percentile of the world. Be grateful for that. People out there are struggling for food. Do you have to worry about food? If the answer is no, what realistically do these little things that happen throughout your day have an impact on? You trapped your finger in the door. You've missed your bus for 10 minutes. Why do you really care? It's such a blip in time. Why do you let it affect your emotions so much? If you ask yourself these questions, I'm not having a go at you. I'm just hoping sparking an ignition in your brain and thinking, why am I thinking that? Why am I allowing these little events, these little emotions that build up, to affect my mood? What's the point? Be grateful for what you have. You get to wake up. You get to go to the gym. You get to discover a new skill. You get to read a book. You get to do all these things. And others don't. So I think it's important to recognize when to be grateful. And personally, I think you should be grateful all the time. Whenever you appreciate these little things in life, it makes you really understand how menial a lot of negative emotions are, right? It's absolutely normal to feel emotions, full stop. But allowing them to control and dictate your day, that's where you got to draw the line. And gratitude will help you veer away from falling into that pit of negative emotions and letting them be your excuses to life. Be grateful for what you have and use that gratefulness to push forward, discover more, be more, do more. You have so much potential. Don't waste it on these little moments that eat you up from the inside and therefore spread out negative emotions to others and yourself. There's no point, and you don't have time. Like I always say, it's important to understand this you only live this day once. Be grateful for the day you have. You don't get to live this day again, not at the same age that you're at, not in the same year, not at the same time. So make most of it. Be grateful for everything you have in this current moment and what you've achieved in the past, and then focus in the present to move towards your future. You have the potential to do whatever you want. It's always very cliche to hear, but it really is true. And so using this great gratitude to push you in that right direction, what a good feeling that is. And I think we should all strive to have a bit of gratitude in life, especially throughout life. I'm going to leave you with a quote by Robert Brault. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realise they were the big things.